Interim Congress Chief Sonia Gandhi said to meet some of the 23 dissident leaders who'd written to her seeking an overhaul of the party. That meeting is expected to begin any moment now. The agenda of the meeting is essentially to formulate the party strategy in the wake of the ongoing farmers' agitation against the farm laws. The meeting is also being seen as a last-ditch attempt to reach out to dissenters and also break their ranks. Sources, however, have revealed that these dissenters are miffed. They held a late-night meeting yesterday. They're upset that the chief spokesperson of the party, Randeep Surjewala, publicly claimed that their main demand to elect a full-time president has already been met. The rebels are then questioning the rationale of the meet if the Congress is claiming that issues have already been resolved. This crucial meeting with Sonia Gandhi comes just ahead of the Congress Foundation Day, which is celebrated on 28 December. Party sources have said that Rahul Gandhi is most likely to take back the mantle of the chief ahead of the 5 state assembly polls.
The president of the Congress party would be chosen by the Electoral College of the Congress party. Congress workers and Electoral College of the Congress party, including its AICC members, will choose a person who is best suited for the post. It is my belief and belief of many overwhelming majority, 99.99% of Congress leaders and workers, that Shri Rahul Gandhi is the right person to lead the Congress party and to take on the Modi government.
Anand Patel is also joining us live this morning with the latest updates. Anand, that meeting expected to begin any moment now. We understand Chidambaram, Manish Tiwari, Ghulam Nabi Azad, Anand Sharma, Ambika Soni, all of them have now reached for that meeting. But amid a shadow of really these leaders saying what is the point of this kind of a huddle if Surjewala is claiming all is well, there's going to be a meeting that's happening with Sonia Gandhi. So the focus will be on whether Sonia Gandhi can actually ensure that all their demands, all their concerns are addressed now.
Well, Akshita, yes, I am at 10 Janpat now and the leaders are arriving for the crucial meeting, which is to begin any moment now. The important point here, Akshita, is that while the dissident leaders, among them Ghulam Nabi Azad, Anand Sharma, Shashi, Tharoor have arrived, Manish Tiwari too, the notable the missing leader here is Kapil Sibal. Now, he is not here, he's not arrived here. We are told that he's to fly abroad. This is what our sources tell us. And he has not been extended an invitation. Now, clearly, this is very significant because Kapil Sibal, even after the CWC meeting, had been attacking the leadership, has been questioning the Gandhi family over the electoral losses. And his article after the Bihar polls was not taken up well by the Gandhi family, in which he had clearly said that losing elections seems to have become, an acceptable norm within the Congress party. So clearly, Kapil Sibal not invited for this all-important meeting so far. It remains to be seen as to whether he'll be invited later on, because this is just a stepping stone towards a series of meetings which will take place in the days and weeks to come, in which Sonia Gandhi, the Congress interim president, will be meeting one-on-one with the leader. This is, remember, for the first time, during the pandemic, that a physical meeting will take place. Remember, the August Congress working committee meeting was a virtual one. So yes, the leaders of the Group 23 have been invited for a talk with the president, and they'll be putting their word across as to what are the grouses. Yesterday, Randeep Surjewala made it very clear that, most of the demands have been met with and the election process is on the way. And that led to some kind of, you can say, the leaders had a meeting last night, Group 23 leaders, and they're saying that if all the demands are met with, then what's the point in holding a meeting? And that's the reason why you can see this meeting will start on a somber note, Though the Congress party wants to send out a signal that everyone is united before the 28 December
Anand,
Foundation Day, it remains to be seen as to what are the things which will be discussed today.
Why now, Anand? Because these leaders had spoken out before. Almost after every election, this was an issue that was addressed, that there's a need for a revamp, there's a need for a rehaul. And we're talking about some of the most senior leaders of the party. Why have they decided to hold this meeting now? Shouldn't it have been done earlier?
Well, the reason which was cited was COVID pandemic, and Sonia Gandhi, obviously because of her age, there are a lot of concerns, regarding her health, and particularly the senior citizens are being, asked and advised by the doctors that they should not meet, people publicly. So that was one of the reasons why Sonia Gandhi had not been meeting these leaders. But the biggest grouch the dissenters had was they were not getting an audience with the top leaders,
Yes.
particularly Rahul Gandhi, who was not ready to even meet them. For the reasons, his supporters side, that there is not much of a bonhomie between the senior leaders, the old guard, and Rahul Gandhi and his team. We have seen during the meeting of the party MPs, both the sides came head to head. Kapil Sibal had to face a lot of acrimony from Rahul Gandhi supporters when he had raised the issue of, lack of
Yes.
cohesion within the organization and the way the party was functioning. So all these things have been building up, and that led to the letter and then ruckus during the CWC, which took place in August. So this meeting, perhaps, the Gandhi family is trying to send out a signal that they respect the elders, they honor the loyalty, and they want to send out a message to the larger, workers, the ground workers, that the party is united as it steps into 2021.
All right. So we'll be tracking this very closely. Anand, for the moment, thank you for joining us.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.